Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Darth Lang here. Today we're going to be talking about the new patch news that we have for the Battlefront Rise of Skywalker update Part 2 containing the BB-8 and BB-9E. These guys are supposed to be dropping within January, so I'm actually excited to hear that DICE and EA stayed true to their word and that they actually are going to be releasing these guys in January. If you guys heard or watched my previous video, or you guys follow my buddy Omega Sky, always put his link in the description, so definitely check him out. Both of us are not thrilled about BB-8 and BB-9E simply because everyone would have rather had a better hero than stupid droids. Once again, we come from a heroes versus villains standpoint. I don't see BB-8 ever beating Darth Vader in a million years. That's the stupidest thing in the world. Their supports, I think they probably might be really good to use in Galactic Assault, possibly if they're a really good support, and maybe in Capital Supremacy as well. But as for heroes versus villains and Hero Showdown, those guys are probably going to be useless, but hey, what can I say? I mean, we're going to have to wait till we find out and see what they do. So definitely stay tuned and subscribe, and you'll be able to see more about that. But mainly what we're going to be talking about today is not that, or not even really the maps. Right here, they're adding Ajan Kloss, Takudana, and Jakku playable in Battlefront 2's Capital Supremacy mode. That we know. And they didn't really give us much more, just letting us know that BB-8, BB-9E are coming as new heroes, yada yada yada, same crap that we knew. But today, we got a little leak, sort of, a little bit of an inside source coming from, I don't really know how to pronounce this guy's name, so I'll just post an image for you guys. Guilamu, I don't care, I don't know how to say it, it's crazy. Anyway, this guy, he's a Star Wars Battlefront hero designer, and basically he posts things so you guys can see like different updates. So what he's saying is that Leia is getting a buff. Darth Vader, it looks like they're doing something with his choke. Fixing it anyway. I don't really think that's going to be much of an issue there. Palpatine is getting nerfed, and Anakin Skywalker is getting nerfed. So this is what I really want to be discussing, this topic here, because this pisses me off, and I don't know why the hell DICE keeps doing crap like this. It's really getting annoying, and honestly, I think every designer there should be fired by this point. If you guys remember, when this game first came out, this game is from 2017, guys. 2017. You guys have to remember that. This is a 2017 video game that is carried on 3 years, still being supported in the 2020. So I got to give them credit for that. But the designers should have been fired day one when the first patch came out and Darth Maul saber throw broke. Because when Darth Maul was in this game originally, when this game first dropped, we had Darth Maul, it was Darth Maul, Kylo Ren, Boba Fett, and Bossk. I remember it vividly. I played Heroes vs. Villains every day. I remember it. And Kylo Ren and Maul were great, and Maul's saber throw was perfect. You know, he threw it the original way, up and down, worked perfectly. It worked. It was a little tricky to master at first, but it worked. He was a great character, and he was awesome. Then they released a patch update for other heroes, not Darth Maul. They didn't change anything for Darth Maul. And Darth Maul's saber throw breaks. I don't know why it broke. I don't know what happened, but the designers could not figure out how to fix it. They spent forever trying to figure out how to fix this saber. And that was ridiculous, and they couldn't figure it out. They got to the point where they physically couldn't do it because some idiot coder couldn't go back to the original code that came with the game and just copy and paste it back in. He couldn't do it. He broke Darth Maul, and every creator there at EA could not repair him. That's how smart these guys are, okay? They couldn't repair something that worked when the game came out. They couldn't fix it, so they just decided to turn the saber sideways and just said, hell with it, there you go. Screw you. You deserve to lose your job. Every single one of you, whoever's in charge of you, needs to quit. Because it's whoever's in charge of you needs to be terminated. Because that's absolutely ridiculous. They are the worst, absolute worst. I remember how long it took for Anakin, Dooku, Grievous, Obi-Wan. We waited over a year for them. I mean, these guys should be fired. They're terrible. Anyway, guys, moving on. Don't want to get off topic. These updates are disgusting that they're going to be doing to these characters. Palpatine, I don't even want to get into it. He doesn't need a nerf at all. And you know what? This is coming from a standpoint of heroes versus villains. And this is why I don't like the creators again. They look at everything and base every single hero buff or nerf around Galactic Assault and Capital Supremacy, and that's it. This game, once again, has been out since 2017, all right? Galactic Assault should no longer be their primary thing, all right? If anybody is still sticking around with Galactic Assault, and believe me, I play it occasionally too, but if I play more than 2 or 3 games of it, I want to blow my brains out. I can't sit there and do it. It's ridiculous, okay? Same with Capital Supremacy. They added that game mode. It's almost the same as Galactic Assault. Just a little minor changes, a little more to do, and a little less heroes to play with, okay? But that's the difference there, okay? Anybody that's playing a game that hasn't changed since 2017, I mean, honestly, come on, man. You shouldn't be changing anything for Galactic Assault at this point. I mean, the only reason that I'm on this game is strictly because I want to play a team deathmatch with lightsaber heroes. That's awesome. That's super cool. When can you run around as Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, and go kill Star Wars heroes and have lightsaber duels and play a team deathmatch? It's freaking awesome, and that's the only thing that these creators should care about. We should keep getting saber heroes. Where's Mace Windu? Where's Qui-Gon? Where's all this? We're getting droids, though. This is what we should be getting. It's ridiculous. I don't know why they're not doing it, and I don't know why they're wasting our time with these crappy updates and nerfs for characters that don't need it, okay? Heroes versus villains, these updates are just going to ruin the game. They're going to make us have to readjust again and learn how to play. They did a stamina nerf because, stamina was too much for the little soldier guys. Screw the little soldier guys, man. Heroes versus villains is different from Galactic Assault. These guys need to draw the line and say, all right, we're going to do updates for heroes when you play in Galactic Assault. These patches are effective, but in Heroes versus Villains, the heroes have different strengths. They need to change it up. But remember, these are the same designers that couldn't revert Darth Maul back to the way he was when the way the game came out. Couldn't fix him. Couldn't do it. So that, of course, they're not going to be able to split it down the middle and have a Vader for Galactic and a Vader for Heroes versus Villains, or whatever hero you want to use in that scenario. It's stupid. They also can't give us a private match. Don't ask me why they can't do this. Something wrong with them. Okay? Now, moving on. This is what they are doing. So for Leia Organa, she's getting buffed. Doesn't really bug me that much. I mean, this is all, once again, they're doing all this stuff for Capital Supremacy. But Heroes versus Villains, Leia, I don't mind if she has a buff. That's fine. All right? So basically what he said is, plan for Leia is buff one ability, modify one ability, and completely change one ability. Not set yet, but that's the current goal. Pisses me off. I don't know why they need to change one ability. People have been playing this game since 2017, and there's people that have mastered Leia Organa. Why change her? Don't change something that's working, okay? You want to buff her a little bit? You want to add... I mean, this is ridiculous. They haven't balanced this game yet. In 3 years, they haven't balanced the game. Absolutely ridiculous. But here we go. You want to buff an ability? Fine. Buff her little middle power with her gun. All right? I think that's going to be way too overpowered with a machine gun shooting that fast. I think it's perfect the way it is, and I think she's sort of balanced. She might need a little buff here and there, maybe another roll, if anything, or maybe extra health or something, but I don't see why they need to do something like this. But fine, you want to buff an ability? Okay. Then modify an ability. I don't know what modify an ability is. I'm assuming modify is if they're going to keep her bubble, you can just disable the bubble. I think that's what the modify is going to be. And I think that's something that they should do, and that's actually a really smart thing, disabling the bubble. Completely change one ability. That's probably going to be that grenade that blinds people, and that they're probably going to make it like a thermal imploder or something like that. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I mean, once again, she's not the biggest deal in the world. This isn't the biggest issue, her getting changed. I don't think it's going to do too much in Heroes versus Villains. I don't think they're not going to make her better than Han, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it works out. I played this game through the Chewbacca era when he was the best, when Finn was the best, when Lando was the best, when everybody had their peak, all right? I played when Leia was even the best at one time. It's not going to bother me in Heroes vs. Villains, and if you're a good Heroes vs. Villains player, you shouldn't really be too concerned about the Leia thing. The only thing I'd be concerned about is if you mastered the old Leia and now they're going to change an ability, and that might piss you off. But anyway, moving on. Vader's choke, I don't care. That's just something they haven't been able to fix. I bet you $100 they're still not going to fix that. Something wrong with them. Once again, terminate all the people that work there. Bring in a new team. Stupid idiots don't know how to do their jobs. All right, moving on. Anakin and Palpatine will see nerfs. There is no reason for that. Anakin's is basically going to be around the star cards and damage the troopers mostly. You can see how it's trooper damage. But if they take away the trooper damage, obviously he's going to lose a little bit of damage, and that's going to affect the heroes. That sucks. So I think what they're going to do is they're going to remove that extra damage star card with his lightsaber, which is ridiculous because that's why Anakin was added, to bring some balance so that the light side team can actually beat dark side teams, because the dark side heroes are so overpowered that they brought in an Anakin. Then they nerfed him into the ground, and in my opinion, I think he sucks now. I don't like him. His Passionate Strike does nothing, and he basically has 2 powers that take forever to recharge. It really pisses me off what they did with Anakin. I don't know why they ruined this player. He was great. He was great. And in my opinion, he's ruined now. And they needed that buff. But okay, they nerfed him down, so now he's like a normal saber user, in my opinion. I don't think he's overpowered like some people claim to say. I really don't. Alright, his middle power was nerfed. The pull was nerfed. Everything was nerfed, okay? But here we go. We're going to nerf his star cards. The only thing that's basically keeping him a good player. So we're going to we're going to nerf it because Galactic Assault guys are getting mad. Alright, that's ridiculous. So, moving on, clearly they don't care about heroes versus villains. They're going to ruin Anakin and make the heroes useless again. But, alright, we'll rely on that Leia update, though. We'll be real excited to rely on the Leia. Moving on, Palpatine getting nerfed is something that doesn't need to be done, and that's just little kids crying and complaining. And I don't care if it's Galactic. I don't care what it is. He's been in Galactic Assault now for 3 years. They've even removed him from the game because the idiots couldn't figure out what to do, and now you're just going to take away his main power, the only thing that allows him to kill gun heroes, okay? And I'm talking about a good gun. All right, bad guns, Palpatine's still going to be able to beat, but good guns, any good Palpatine player, hear me out. You're not going to be able to kill any form of experienced or semi-decent gun in Heroes vs. Villains anymore, because this is what they're doing to him. Here's the whole nerf thing. I'll read it out. Palpatine's chain lightning range is getting nerfed. That's stupid. I don't think they need to do that. It's definitely something that's needed in Heroes vs. Villains. Dark Aurora slow is removed. Not made a little bit quicker, removed. So therefore, the Aurora does nothing except take down a little bit of damage. All you got to do is run away from them now. Before you couldn't run out of it, and it made guns unable to roll and unable to move and see around you. So you were able to have some form of chance. I don't know why they're doing that. That's ridiculous. All right, moving on. And slight main lightning damage reduction. He doesn't need damage reduction in Heroes vs. Villains. Maybe he needs it in Galactic, but just fix it for Galactic. Don't ruin him as a hero. Because let me tell you something, man. Yeah, he makes the villains overpowered. But you can beat him on the heroes. I've done it. Experienced heroes know. Han Solo can beat Palpatine. You sit back and do it and have a good team. It can be done. And you're going to nerf the only hero that actually, what some people believe, to be able to make the heroes able to beat Palpatine. With a pull and everything, you're going to weaken his star cards and ruin them. Great job, Battlefront 2 creators. Great job, everybody. Screw you guys. Thanks for ruining the game. Alright? I really don't have much else to say. If you guys disagree with me or anything, please put it in the comments. I'm not going to harass you for your opinions. You can say whatever you want. I just ask, please don't harass me for mine. Alright, I'm not going to make fun of everyone. You're all entitled to your own opinions on this. But personally, this is all coming, remember, from a Heroes vs. Villains standpoint, not from Galactic Assault. So if these are real problems in Galactic Assault, I understand. But all I'm trying to say is that they should make 2 different hero updates. One for Galactic Assault, one for Heroes vs. Villains. You shouldn't be nerfing heroes and then making them bad in Heroes vs. Villains. Alright? It's a game mode that should be way more supported and played by a lot more people because it's a team deathmatch with lightsabers. Alright? It's cool. It's the only thing I'm not getting bored of after 3 years. And it pisses me off that the creators can care less. Alright? Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to check out my boy Omega Sky. Links in the description. And I'll see you guys later.